Running relay, they lead 1-0. And after 2 of 6 heats of the obstacle course, the Redskins have a little over 2 seconds advantage. 4 more heats to go. The lowest combined time to determine the winner. And Alvin Garrett will be running in the blue lane. 5-7. And that could be a problem for him. He's in against Darrell Porter. Darrell Porter, the catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. His wife, Deanne, looking on. And the newest Porter, Lindsay, also on hand. That height could be a problem at the wall for Al, Richard.
Garrett's only 5'7", so the disadvantage for him is definitely going to be getting over the wall.
He hit it right to get out. Oh, Garrett went way up on the wall when he took it, so he did not have the problems we thought he would. But he is behind Porter at this point.
He's behind right now, but he has more speed than Porter. That's was seen in the running relay, so he should be able to make up some time here, especially going through the tires. That's an old football drill.
Porter very good through the tires, and now the water jumped, and Porter just forgot all about jumping over the water. They both clear the high bar. It's going to be very close. Porter will get 2 seconds of penalty at the water jump. And for Porter, his total time, 30.35. Alvin Garrett, 29.07. The Redskins extending their lead now after 3 heats. And, Richard, I don't think Darrell Porter even considered jumping over the water jump.
Darrell did surprisingly well in the event up until the water jump. It looked like that he had practiced before, and he knew that he couldn't get over the water jump, so why even try?
He just stomps his way right through it.
He gets over the high jump here very well. Look, he loses his glasses going over.
Reggie's at the finish line with both Alvin Garrett and Darrell Porter.
You're supposed to be in shape. Football wasn't that long ago, just a month or so. You're not that tired, are you?
Hey, this is a tough course right here. It wore me out, you know.
Making up some good ground, though. You fellas are a little over 3 seconds ahead, and you started out about 3 or 4 seconds behind.
Well, I just tried to go through the course without getting any penalties and hope that I stay close to Dave here.
Darrell, you were coming... Darrell, you were coming along quite well there, and then all of a sudden you came up with a penalty, and you guys losing ground now.
I knew by running it yesterday, Reggie, that I wasn't going to make the water. So I thought I'd just kind of maybe fudge on it a little bit and go ahead and concede the 2 seconds and try to make the rest of the course, but it didn't work out too well.
Okay, Captain, you better go back in there, up there, and give them some strategy and tell them how to catch up.
Yeah, we're going to try to figure out. I tell you, this course, I ran this thing 3 years ago, and it's a whole lot harder now than it was then.
Good luck.
Thanks.
It gets harder with each passing year, Darrell. Right now, the Redskins have extended their lead to 3.34 seconds. Not too much of a lead, still with 3 more heats to come because you can lose seconds so quickly. Dane Iorg, a great pinch-hitting outfielder. His wife, Gay, is here, as his young son, Seth. They'll be watching as Iorg goes against Mark Moseley, the record-setting field goal kicker of the Redskins. And, you know, Richard, as we look at his wife, SHARON, Moseley is a pretty fine athlete.
Mark is a great athlete. When you look at him, you don't think of a kicker, you think of a running back.
You'll hear from the kickers on that one. Good start. Iorg quickly up the wall. Moseley with a little bit of a problem. Iorg will be over first. But Moseley not bad. Now the monkey bars. That's been a problem.
That's been a problem, but not for these 2 guys. They got over the monkey bars very quickly.
And both of them through the tires, the football drill, very quickly. And they're both over the water.
Moseley had a better jumping ability there. He got over the high jump bar. It's real good for him, but he just can't make it up.
Dane Iorg will win this heat, taking it from Mark Moseley. Dane Iorg's time, 28.87. Moseley, 30.20. And Iorg has brought the Cardinals back by nearly 1.5 seconds. Mark Moseley, no other kicker ever had the year he had, setting the NFL record of 23 consecutive field goals without a miss. Let's go back against the Giants, a game winner, to break the record of Garrett Yepremian. That is 21st, and again, he went on to kick 23. I talked with him earlier.
Set the record 23 in a row. That's hard to believe. There's a lot of kickers who haven't kicked that many conversions in a row. Over a decade, what have you lost, if anything?
Well, I hope I haven't lost much of anything. I think what I've gained is a lot of confidence. I think I've, from the first year that I came in the league, I've gained some strength. I'm a lot stronger now.
It is in the head, isn't it?
Oh, it's 95% of it is in the head. If you don't think you can kick it, you're not going to make it for sure. So I think what as I said, what I've really gained is confidence and more strength. And I feel better now than I did 10 years ago when I came in the league, or 13 years ago when I came in the league. And I feel like I've got a lot left, and I was really pleased, if nothing else, in the Pro Bowl that I got this first time I've been able to kick off all year. You know, the Redskins have a young kid they brought in. They wanted to kind of save my leg this year, so I didn't even work out on kickoffs. Finally, in the Pro Bowl, I got an opportunity to kick off, and I really enjoyed it. I guess I get as much of a thrill out of kicking off as I do kicking field goals.
Mark Moseley, the last of a dying breed, a straightaway kicker, and he is a great one. The Redskins have a little over 2-second lead, and we have 2 heats remaining. And coming up, we have some smoke in this one. Mike Nelms will be running in the blue lane. Of course, the great return man for the Redskins and a former track star at Baylor University. There's his wife, MICHELE. She's with us. And Willie McGee, the man who patrols the center field for the St. Louis Cardinals. He, too, has a lot of speed, Richard.
This should really be a fun heat to watch. They've both got a lot of speed, and Nelms was a high jumper in college.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Good start, and they both hit the wall. Look at
He didn't even touch the
Nelms.
wall.
Shades of Edwin Moses. That's the first man we saw do that. He did not use the rope, and Nelms is way out in front now of Willie.
He's got a great lead now. It's just amazing the way he got over the wall. Did not even touch the rope.
Let's watch him at the high bar. He hurdles it. Nelms is going to have sensational time. There are no flags up. There'll be no penalties. And poor Willie McGee, he was just blown out with that move of Nelms at the wall. I don't blame Willie McGee for saying, hey, I don't want to even be in this one. Mike Nelms' time, incredible, 22.45. And for Willie McGee, he gets 2 seconds of penalty, 29.60. Let's take a look at this move at Nelms at the wall once again.
This is amazing right here, the way he just jumps, does not even touch the rope, and grabs the top of the wall and pulls himself over. That's how he won the race right there.
Boy, it was all over right here. Nelms over the wall, didn't even use the rope, and now the Redskins have a commanding lead. We'll look at Nelms again at the high bar. Completely hurdled it.
He just stepped right over it like it wasn't even there. What an athlete.
Poor Willie, back to the drawing board, and maybe back to the drawing board for the Cardinals, because all of a sudden the Redskins are almost uncatchable. They have a big lead, and we have 1 more heat to go, but anything could happen. The final heat of the obstacle course is coming up, and the St. Louis Cardinals are in trouble. They trail by over 9 seconds, and they are going to send George Hendrick, the fine outfielder, to the starting line to try and recapture some of those seconds. And since the penalties are doubled in this final heat, well, who's to say? And Hendrick will be in against the Pro Bowl safety man from the Washington Redskins, Tony Peters, and I'm sure that his teammates have all surrounded him and saying, look, Tony, just get over it, get through it, and don't make any mistakes. Because when you double those 2-second penalties, it can add up rather quickly.
Runners to your mark. We'll go with them. Set.
Good start. Tony Peters lazing up to the wall, and he gets in trouble immediately, and Hendrick is over the wall first, and Peters having a lot of trouble with that big wall. Hendrick way out in front. But again, the Redskins nursing a 9-second lead, and trouble at the tires now for Peters. No penalty there, however. And now a penalty. That will be double. That'll be 4 seconds, but it will not be enough as Peters comes back strong. Peters did get 4 seconds of penalty at the high bar. His time's 33.75. Hendrick's 30.35. The Redskins win it. Richard Todd is with Mark Moseley.
Mark, your guys are outstanding. You really grouped them together good. Did y'all practice for this?
Well, it's kind of hard to work out for the obstacle course, but we did come out yesterday and try to find 6 guys that could get over the wall. I think that's one of the hardest things we've ever tried to do as a football team. You're not used to going over walls. You climb a few linemen sometimes. Some of these guys, I don't do much of it, believe me. So it was quite an experience for all of us.
The thing that I was surprised at was the way they got over the high jump bar and the hurdles, especially Nelms.
I tell you, Mike is a fantastic athlete, and we were really thrilled that we all got to come, but especially when Mike came, because we know the kind of athlete he is. He and Tony Peters and Charlie Brown are great athletes, and Mike especially. We had a feeling he might come close to a record today because of that.
How hard was the wall to get over?
Oh, I tell you, it's probably the most difficult thing I ever tried. I know, speaking for myself.
Mark Moseley and his teammates win their second event of the competition, the obstacle course, and they win it by nearly 6 seconds. We've seen a lot of this year. The big, tall high five. Characteristics of the Redskins when they have a successful play. We've seen it before. Here it is again in action. This from the Super Bowl. We'll be back and see how the Skins can swim.